Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike here at Gamefromscratch, and today we are talking about Epic Games' FAB. Now, you may not remember FAB, and you're perfectly in your right to do that, because this was first announced at GDC 2023, and we haven't heard much since, at least not until today. So what the heck is a FAB? Well, this is basically an amalgamation of all of Epic Games' stores, but decoupled away from Unreal Engine. So again, announced back at GDC 2023, and pretty much radio silent since. So right now, Epic Games owns a number of different marketplaces. They, of course, have the Unreal Engine marketplace. This is where you go to buy various different assets for use in Unreal Engine. But on top of that, they also have this guy right here, which, sorry about the blinding effect. Yes, it's a very white web page. This is SketchFab. Now, SketchFab is a place for people to upload and share 3D models, but also to sell them. They acquired this a couple of years back. They also have another site that they picked up, and this is ArtStation. Now, ArtStation is actually kind of the same thing. It is a community for artists and creators, but it is also a marketplace where you can sell tutorials and also 3D models, etc. It's kind of got a pretty big overlap with SketchFab, although SketchFab is probably more asset-oriented, while ArtStation is more portfolio community-oriented, if that makes sense. And then beyond that, we also have Megascans. This was acquired when they picked up Quixel. This was one of the first acquisitions they did. They've owned Quixel for 5 or 6 years now at this point in time. And Megascans is a massive, that's literally the largest 3D scan library in the world. So if you need to get photorealistic textures and increasingly more commonly 3D models, Megascans is there for you. The cool thing with Megascans is actually they made it completely free for Unreal Engine users to use Megascans content, but at the same time, they kept it open to other game engines. So that is a cool thing about all of these acquisitions. They never locked it down to just them. They've still made it available to third parties. And that's where we come back to FAB. Now, this has been under NDA, as you'll see. I can't mention this until the embargo raises, but I'm probably going to still be asleep at that point in time. So this should be up in blog form, but let's look at the preview version of it. This is the announcement about FAB. There is a lot to cover here, so let's just jump right into it. Last year at GDC, we announced FAB, a new content marketplace that is successor to the Unreal Engine marketplace, SketchFab, ArtStation marketplace, and Quixel, built to serve all digital creators across industries. We're excited to share that FAB will launch in mid-October. So that is the first part of this announcement. FAB is coming in October. FAB will be a one-stop destination where you can discover, buy, sell, and share assets. It will offer an 88/12 revenue share. This is a major departure from the 70-30 standard split. So developers are keeping more of the pie, which is a very cool move. That puts creators first, enabling them to build real sustainable businesses on FAB. To prepare for the launch, we're opening the FAB publishing portal in 2 phases. Starting today, we invite Unreal Engine Marketplace creators to migrate their products to FAB using the FAB publishing portal. In early October, we will invite new publishers to sign up and begin uploading their content, and we will release a migration tool for the SketchFab community to easily move their licensable content to FAB. ArtStation Marketplace will continue operating as it does today, with the goal of enabling creators to move their products to FAB in 2025. So ArtStation is not moving over immediately, but the Epic Marketplace as well as SketchFab will be, and there are specific tools to help you with this process. So you can see the migration phases here. Mid-September, Publisher Portal opens for Unreal Engine Marketplace migration, so that is people on the Unreal Engine Marketplace right now. Early October, that's going to have SketchFab migration and the tools available for the onboarding there. And then in mid-October, FAB will launch. From FAB's launch until the end of 2024, FAB publishers will earn 100% revenue share on sales of FAB standard licensed products. Additionally, as part of a launch promotion with Adobe, users who publish a FAB licensed product or make a minimum purchase of $25 will be eligible to receive a 6-month subscription for Adobe Substance Painter and Modeler. We'll share more information on this when FAB launches. If you've never checked it out, Substance Painter and Substance Designer are probably the best products that Adobe makes, especially as from a game developer perspective. Wonderful tools. Kind of a shame they bought it. Anyways, let's move on here. So here's what you will find on FAB at launch. Multiple engines, yes. This is not just for Unreal Engine. At launch, you're going to have multiple engines and multiple tools there, offering content compatible with multiple game engines, including Unreal Engine and Unity, with more to come. And dozens of digital content creation tools such as Blender, Maya, Cinema 4D, and Adobe Substance 3D. I'm going to assume more to come will ultimately mean Godot. And they're also, Unreal Engine are sponsors of the O3DE project, so I wouldn't be surprised that it also gets included. But that is probably the coolest part about FAB and why I'm excited about FAB. It is aiming to be that one asset marketplace to rule them all. I don't know if they'll pull it off, but that is pretty huge. The other thing that I think you're going to find here is UEFN, so Unreal Engine for Fortnite, is probably going to tightly integrate into FAB because it's actually FAB is the marketplace for UEFN now. So if you are an asset creator, FAB is a wonderful thing for you, especially for the first, till the end of this year where you're getting 100% of revenue. But then after that, an 88-12 split. Pretty sweet. Next up, a wide variety of asset types from 3D models, 2D assets for game engines, environments, audio, tools, and plugins in multiple different formats. Unreal Engine and UEFN integrations so creators can access FAB content without leaving the editor, making it easy to bring assets directly into their projects. So again, UEFN is there. And then next generation real-time 3D viewer, enabling creators to inspect 3D assets and giving publishers the tools to easily present their work in real-time 3D. I wouldn't be surprised that they pulled that in from SketchFab, which has always kind of shined in that regard. And powerful search and discovery tools so that creators can find the file formats or assets they are looking for quickly at the right price and under their preferred license. Now, this has been one of the complaints about the Unreal Engine marketplace. The discoverability and search tools have been meh. Hopefully they are better at this point. And then multiple license types with tiered pricing for standard licensing, enabling sellers to make products available to purchase at different price points for personal or professional use. And then AR transparency, allowing creators to control whether their products can be used to train generative AI programs, requiring sellers to clearly state if their products were created with the help of generative AI, and assurances that Epic will not use or make deals with others to use creators' content to train generative AI programs. It's kind of sad that we're there now, but that is a pretty important point to distinguish these days, especially if your market is content creators. Then we will keep adding advanced features, new content, and integrations with first and third-party content creation tools. As FAB continues to develop, we plan to introduce new file formats, including Minecraft and Roblox assets, access to metahumans, a new rating and review system, product FAQ, and new analytics to enhance the publisher experience. So, what does this mean for the Unreal Engine Marketplace? It will fully replace the Unreal Engine Marketplace. By joining FAB and migrating your products, you can upgrade your listing to include several file formats, new licensing options, and a real-time 3D preview in each product media gallery. While all product star ratings will migrate over from Unreal Engine Marketplace, FAB will not support open text reviews or question section. That's kind of sad. I don't know why they're doing that. If you are a seller on Unreal Engine Marketplace, you can migrate your product on FAB starting today. Just log in with your Epic Games account and you use that you use for your UE Marketplace and begin the publisher onboarding process. For details on the product migration process, check out FAB's migration resources at that link. There you will find everything you need to migrate your work from Unreal Engine Marketplace to FAB. When FAB launches, UE Marketplace will no longer be available. If you are a UE Marketplace seller and do not proactively migrate your product to FAB before it launches, we will publish your content on FAB under an Unreal Engine Marketplace license. Your account will be transferred to FAB, and you will continue to receive payments for any sales that you make on FAB according to the seller agreement that you have with the UE Marketplace. We encourage you to update your product to FAB licenses to improve discoverability of your product and take advantage of FAB's temporary 100% revenue share on sales of FAB standard licensed products until the end of 2024. So it looks like you're not eligible for that unless you actually go through the migration process. But if you don't go through the migration process, you will be migrated. If you have purchased content from Unreal Engine Marketplace over the years, you will still have access to your UE Marketplace purchases through the Unreal Engine Vault. That does kind of sound like potentially it's going to be an interface for the old content and then the new content, which is also a little bit of a shame. So what is this going to mean for SketchFab? SketchFab licensable content will move to FAB over the coming months, while SketchFab.com will remain dedicated to its service that enables creators to upload 3D models and share them publicly or privately via the web. SketchFab's business solutions will continue to be supported over the next year. Our goal is to improve these capabilities and bring more of them over to FAB, making it not just a marketplace, but a powerful service for 3D content creators and businesses. When FAB launches, it will replace the SketchFab store, and you will no longer be able to buy or sell assets on the SketchFab store. FAB will release a tool early next month to help SketchFab creators migrate their models to FAB in advance of FAB's October launch. Both Creative Commons and standard license models will be eligible for migration. Other license types, such as the editorial license, will not be eligible for migration. Once you migrate your work to FAB, you will have access to an improved 3D viewer and editor, media galleries, expanded payout options, and the ability to set prices for personal and professional license tiers. While all product star ratings will migrate over from SketchFab, FAB will not support open text reviews or model comments. Once again, I'm a little disappointed by that. I don't know why they would take review comments away. They're useful to third parties, so not sure why that's going away. And if you have purchased contents from SketchFab Store, you will continue to have access to it through the purchase of your SketchFab profile page. What does this mean for Quixel? When FAB launches, Quixel Megascans content will move from Quixel.com and Bridge to FAB and be available through the FAB website and FAB's Unreal Engine and UEFN integrations. In 2025, we will begin charging for Quixel Megascans to support the ongoing improvement, curation, and development of new Megascans content. While we continue to offer some content for free, the majority of Megascans will no longer be available for free unlimited use in Unreal Engine products. So that is definitely the worst bit of news here. That whole Quixel thing for free that I talked about earlier on, yeah, that's going away in 2025. That is definitely unfortunate. From FAB's launch until the end of 2024, Megascans will be free for everyone under FAB's standard license for all engines and tools. You can acquire Quixel content on FAB, whether free or paid. You can use it forever. So again, top tip, folks, go out there for the rest of the year and acquire all of the Quixel content. All of it. Just buy it all because it's free and it's not going to be any more going forward. So even if you are not using Unreal Engine right now, it does sound like you've got a window of time in which you can basically, air quotes, purchase the entire library of Quixel content, and I highly recommend you do that. You'll continue to have access to any previously acquired content through Quixel.com and the Bridge app. MetaHumans will also continue to be available via Bridge until they move over to FAB, eventually discontinue hosting Quixel content on Quixel.com and the Bridge app, and we'll provide advance notice when that time approaches. Starting today, we are discontinuing automatic renewals of paid subscriptions. If you are a paying Quixel subscriber, you will have an opportunity to convert to Epic Wallet credit or refund any active paid points balance when FAB launches. Finally, what does this mean for ArtStation? The ArtStation marketplace will migrate to FAB in 2025, while ArtStation continues its mission of empowering artists by providing an easy way to showcase their portfolios, learn new skills, and connect with a wide network of career opportunities. We will release a migration tool next year to enable sellers on ArtStation marketplace to easily move their products over to FAB. All other parts of ArtStation will remain where they are and will not move to FAB. If you're part of the ArtStation community and wish to sell your work on FAB, we encourage you to sign up. Please note that FAB does not yet support all product types that are available on the ArtStation marketplace, and that is that, and I am out of breath. So a pretty big announcement there. More or less, you're going to see the entire store side of SketchFab and ArtStation go away. Like the sales part of it is going to move into FAB. So it looks like Quixel is dead as a dodo. So Quixel.com and Bridge are basically going to stop being products, and the entirety of that content is going to be moved into FAB. The big notice there, though, is that free for Unreal Engine user thing is going away, but on the flip side, this part is super important. I'm going to point it out one more time. FAB's launch until the end of 2024, Megascans will be free for everyone under FAB's standard license for all engines and tools. When you acquire Quixel content on FAB, whether free or paid, you can use it forever. So you don't need to download it or anything else. Just go in and buy it all. Air quotes around buy. So this here, super important. If you took anything from this video, this is the paragraph you want to pay the most attention to. But a pretty big announcement. So FAB, it's almost here. It is a very interesting project. Basically, it is a universal app store for game content that is going to be game engine and tool agnostic. I love the idea behind it. I hope they can pull it off. I'm curious, what do you think of this announcement? What do you think of what's happening to SketchFab, ArtStation, and Quixel? Let me know all those things in the comments down below, and I shall talk to you all later. Goodbye.